Hello, good evening. Hi, my name is Bebelina Dacos. I am here today to present my video for this prompt discussion. So, question number one. By the way, I'm sorry, I am not feeling great, so um, I'm s- my apologies for the way I sound. I have a really bad allergy. For the first question is. The basis of the reason action approach is that individuals' behaviors are dependent on reasoned beliefs. In your informed opinion, can behaviors ever be based on reasonable beliefs? Why or why not? So, frankly, yes. People sometimes behave based on like unreasonable beliefs. We all act like irrational sometimes. It happens to everyone. This because humans do not always act rationally. We are humans and we make mistakes. So behaviors can be influenced by these some factors: misinformation, emotions, cultural beliefs, and social pressure. These factors may lead individuals to form the beliefs that are not fully supported by the evidence and yet it still drive guide their behavior. For instance, some people may choose not to get the certain vaccines because they believe that the vaccines are not necessary or they are not safe, even though it is a scientific evidence or there is scientific evidence that shows that it can reduce or protect individuals from sickness. These beliefs may come from misinformation, reading some information on the internet or hearing from the news, um, personal experiences, or cultural perspectives. In this case, this behavior can still follows that belief, but the belief may not be fully um, accurate or incorrect. So that shows that while the reason action approach assumes behaviors is based on beliefs, that or those beliefs are not always rational or evidence based. For question number two, McEchen et al. 2016 article, the authors find that experiential attitudes and capacity have relatively larger correlations with behavior than instrumental attitudes. Autonomy and norms. Does this suggest that the original theory of planned behavior was a better theory than the newer reason action approach? Why or why not? Well, not it is not or not necessarily. The authors of this particular article, the findings do not show that the theory of planned behavior is better or stronger than the recent action approach. The current study only refers to the specific context, which is the health context, and that shows that experiential attitudes and the capacity have a stronger correlations with that behavior in these specific situations. The recent action approach still shows the leverage due to its expansiveness or broadness from compared to the previous theory because it explains different types of attitudes that influence the behavior of an individual. Additionally, people are more likely to care about how they feel about their health, their behaviors, and what makes them feel good or what feels good for them within their control. So, which intentionally drives that behavior. Based on these findings, experiential attitude and the capacity have a stronger relationships drive to that behavior because of emotional responses and descriptive norms. And question number three, from Smith et al. 2022 article, privacy is often thought of as an individual concern. Why then might the researchers have found a significant effect of norms on intentions to use privacy options? Privacy is often considered an individual choice because people believe that they have the control and the right to manage that personal information. So for their own benefit. So if they think it is beneficial to um, set a boundary or to manage their privacy, individuals decide whether they want to disclose information, what information to share, or to whom they want to disclose their information. So, which means they maintain control over their personal boundaries. Researchers may find strong effects of norms because many individuals rely normally, sometimes we all do social cues when making decisions about behaviors um, that shape our behaviors, such as the using privacy settings. For instance, when we create a new online account, like platforms often provide that there is recommended passwords or suggest enabling two-step authentication. Many users follow these recommendations because they think, you know, it can better protect them so that they're influenced by these cues to better protect their informations. Some key takeaways of this discussion is that human behavior is shaped not only by rational beliefs but also by emotions, misinformations, social norms, and perceived control. While the reason action approach and the theory of planned behavior explain how beliefs influence intentions and behavior in the real world, decisions are also affected by emotions or by emotional responses, social cues, and contextual influences. And here are some of my references. And thank you for listening. Have a good evening.